Members, I have many of these residents living in my district, and I agree with my colleagues that spoke earlier that they need to have recourse. They need to have somebody who listens to their problems and actually solves them. And I was shocked when I saw that the American GI Forum, which is a congressionally chartered Hispanic veterans and civil rights organization, opposed it. I was surprised to learn that the American Legion is also opposing it. AMVETS is opposing it. The California Association of County Veteran Services Officers, the California State Commanders Veterans Council, in the Military Officers Association of America, California Council, and the Vietnam veterans are all opposing it. And I thought, why in the heck would they oppose it? They oppose it because they're on fixed incomes. They shouldn't have to pay twice for the government they paid the first time. We need to fix this. We need to make it work. But to go back and to tax again people who have already paid for government. Our budget 6 years ago was $86 billion. Today it's $125 billion, a 45% increase over 6 years. And yet we failed our seniors. Yet we failed the poor. You know, we are such a great nation state that we keep bragging about being the 5th or 6th largest economy, but 1 in 5 Californians live at or below the poverty line. I think the best measure of our state is not how much rich people make, but how many poor people there are. Why aren't we asking that the department do its job? Why aren't we funding the department appropriately? Now, we saw earlier this week, that we're now adding things to people's taxes so they can check a box and make a donation for services that we should be already demanding. In fact, our constituents should be demanding those services because when they paid their taxes, they already paid for them. And if our state was in a downturn economy and we were going from $125 billion to $86 billion, I could understand cuts. But you know, when I look through all the bills that we're doing and all the bills that we're continuing to pass, we're expanding new programs, we're spending more money to expand current programs, and we're not living up to our commitments to those that we promised that we would serve. I get both sides of it. And I agree that those people need to have somebody on their side fighting for them. But to turn around and tell them they have to pay 5 years for 2.5 years worth of service, come on, we all can do better than that. Let's go through. We just did a whole bunch of budget items less than a couple hours ago. Why aren't we just covering this in the budget and ensuring that the department has enough money that someone's not just there answering the phone and saying good luck, that somebody's actually there doing the investigations and making it work for them. Now, I had some constituents come to me at a community coffee and bring this up to me, and I told them I was going to stand up on this floor and I was going to challenge my colleagues to fight for them, but not make them pay twice. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm keeping my word. And you all took an oath, and you all made campaign promises, and I hope that you continue to the path of keeping your promises too. But to go back and ask people on fixed incomes to double down and pay twice for what they paid for the first time, and at the same time give preferential treatment to people who drive electric cars, to make the rich richer and to give them more benefits when really we all came here to serve our communities, not just the rich people, but the poor people too. And people on fixed incomes, they don't have that flexibility. They're not driving electric cars. They're never going to use the special HOV lane. They're never going to park in the special parking spot next to the store. But shouldn't somebody in government be listening to their problems and following up with investigations? Why are we protecting rich landowners by forcing these people to pay extra to get good government? Why aren't we giving them good government because they've already paid for it? Members, I urge that we help these people, but not through this bill, that we kill this bill, and that we make it, they don't have to wait 2.5 years. We still have a couple days. Let's just get it done this year or first thing next year. But let's not tell them, well, we passed it this year, and just think, 2.5 years from now, you might get some help. For some of those people, because I met them, they may not be here in 2.5 years. They may be on the streets long before that. They deserve better from us. I urge a no vote.